Hi, my name's Ashton and welcome back to Ashton's EDC. Today I'm going to be doing part 3 of my folding knife collection series. And this part is going to be on knives from Civivi. I only have 2 knives. This one is called the Baby Banter and this is the Brazen. So 2 models are 2 different knives from Civivi, both very different pocket knives. Civivi is a brand I've only had, of course I only have the 2 models, but I haven't had them for a super long time. I bought the Baby Banter was my first knife from Civivi. I bought probably about a year and a half ago, and the Brazen I got about I don't know, maybe three or 4 months ago, so not too long ago. So bit of a newer brand to my collection. I know Civivi was known for being more of a budget brand, but for me, where I'm located, I'm in Canada. Civivi knives are not very budget friendly. From the stores that I'm familiar with, at least, they go from, at least for these 2 models, they go from anywhere between $80 and $100 Canadian dollars. So not super affordable. So I only have the 2 of them for now. Definitely hoping to get some newer, different models from them. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera down towards the table, and we will take a look at these 2 knives from Civivi. I'll go into some details about them, give you some of the specifications, materials and whatnot, and just kind of show you around the knives and just give my thoughts on them in general. So I'll turn the camera down towards the table now and we'll take a look. Alright, so here we are looking down towards the table. To start off with, we'll take a look at the Civivi Baby Banter. Really nice, small size pocket knife, great for EDC. This is the first knife from Civivi that I picked up. I just love the size of it, the way that it carries. It's got super fast and snappy action using those thumb studs there. So we'll just get into a few of the specifications to start with. So the overall length comes in at 5.46 inches or 138.7 millimeters. The width in this dimension here comes in at 1.02 inches or 25.9 millimeters. The blade length comes in at 2.34 inches or 59.4 millimeters. The blade thickness, quite thin, comes in at 0.09 inches or 2.3 millimeters. The weight is 1.99 ounces or 56.48 grams. The blade material is made of Nitro V, which is a really nice blade material there. You can kind of see it there. It's almost hard to see, but it's written there in super small print. The hardness comes in at 59 to 61 HRC. It is a flat grind with a gray stonewashed finish. Black G10 handle. It has ball bearings in the pivot, and of course it is a liner lock. Really nice knife from Civivi. As you can see, I didn't give the closed length, but it is pretty small and compact. Just comes in at a little bit over 3 inches. Has a really nice deep carry pocket clip there. Let's see. If I use my field notes here as an example, if this were your pocket, slips in right over there, so it's super deep carry, comes in totally flush. It has the screws right there are flush, so there's nothing getting in the way of getting that in and out of your pocket, which is really nice. It has this black G10. I know this comes in a couple other color combinations, but the black G10 along with this gray stonewashed, I think is just a really nice look. Got a really interesting kind of blade shape here, almost a spear point, but it's not as long as you would see other types of spear point, but really nice blade profile with that flat grind. Pretty thin blade as well. As far as the deployment, I've already shown that a few times. Not a problem at all. And then when you're gripping the knife, if you grip it down here, for me, I get a full 3-finger grip. But you have this choil up here which you can use to choke up on. And if I do that, then I get a full 4-finger grip. It's got some jimping here on the top. Not very much, but it does work. So it's nothing too much that's really poking you, but once you go out to put your thumb up there, you get really good grip. Really nice. Another thing that's nice about the Civivi knives is there's really minimal to almost no branding. You have the Civivi logo there in the pivot. On this side of the blade, there's nothing. On the other side, you have the "What is up, guys," which is the kind of symbol for Ben Peterson, who is the designer of this knife. And then in super small font, just right there, it says Nitro V. So not much, billboarding or anything like that, which I think is a pro. I think that's nice. It doesn't shout that this is a Civivi knife or even anything like that. It does have on the pocket clip there. It does say Banter, which I don't mind at all. It does have a lanyard hole here as well, which I forgot to mention. The pocket clip is reversible, so you can have it as right or left hand carry, and along with the thumb studs on both sides, makes it a really good ambidextrous knife. Although it is using that liner lock, which isn't the most ambidextrous friendly, but still works quite well. On the liner lock as well, speaking of, there is some jimping just along the edge there, which allows your thumb or finger to get a good grip on it to press down and then close. As well, on the finger choil here, there is a little bit of jimping as well. Nothing too aggressive, but just enough to give you a nice, good, solid grip. So if you need to do some harder work, or when you're doing a cut, you have lots of good jimping and allows you to get a good grip and a good hold on the knife. So that is the Civivi Baby Banter. I really like this knife. It is great for EDC. The size is great, nice and small. Good for anyone who has a limitation on the blade length. The blade is only 2.34 inches, so pretty small blade, but not too small that it's not usable. You still have lots of good usable blade on there. Just a really great knife for EDC. Great for the summer. I've carried this a lot during the summer. Great for if I'm wearing lighter shorts or something like that, because not too heavy. Has a nice deep carry pocket clip. Just a really nice knife from Civivi. All right, next up, pretty different knife compared to that one. This is the Civivi Brazen. This one can be opened using the flipper tab or thumb studs, as you can see. So a couple different opening methods. You can even do the reverse flick with the opposite side thumb stud. There we go. I'll give you a few specs about this one as well. So the overall length is 7.98 inches or 202.7 millimeters. The width is 1.32 inches or 33.6 millimeters. The blade length is 3.46 inches or 88 millimeters. The blade thickness comes in at 0.12 inches, which is exactly 3 millimeters. The weight is 3.82 ounces or 108.4 grams. The blade material is D2 with a 58 to 60 HRC hardness. It has a flat grind with the black stone-washed blade, a purple G10 handle. It has ball bearings in the pivot as well, and it also uses a liner lock. So this is a very nice knife from Civivi. The action on this is pretty amazing. So you can use the flipper tab, which works no problem, the thumb stud as well, and then like I said before, the reverse flick. And then it does use the liner lock here, but the closing is really, it's extremely smooth. So if you depress the liner lock, get it past the detent there, and it closes like no problem. So, you know, you can even close it like this, just with a flick using my index finger, or close like that, which works like no problem. This is a really fidgety knife. The action is just so smooth. I fidget with this a lot and flick it open and close all day long sometimes. But a really nice knife from Civivi. Obviously this one is with the Tanto blade shape, which I think looks pretty cool. Got the purple G10 handle scales there. Kind of a nice match, I think, with the purple and the black stonewashed blade. In terms of branding, again, of course you can see the Civivi logo there. Nothing on the pocket clip or anywhere else on the blade. And I remember when I was looking at buying this, I was trying to find out where it said the blade steel. And it actually says it. You might not even be able to see it on camera. It says it right there, D2. So really minimal branding, which I think is nice. Pretty large knife compared to the Baby Banter. The closed length comes in at about 4.5 inches. So there's more than an inch in terms of closed length. So pretty different compared to the Baby Banter, but still really nice. It's got a nice G10 handle there. The pocket clip is also a deep carry pocket clip, kind of different from the Baby Banter in that it has kind of a open section there. Still has those flush screws. The pocket clip is reversible as well, as you can see, which is nice considering this has the flipper tab and dual thumb studs. Makes it good if you're left-handed. Has a lanyard hole here, kind of as part of the back spacer, which is also made out of G10, which I think looks kind of cool, but still kind of keeps the shape of the knife. The Tanto blade shape, as you can see, this one's a bit dirty, needs to get cleaned, but as well as having this black stonewashed finish that helps with the corrosion resistance, as this is a D2, which is not stainless steel, but I haven't had any issues with that so far. Just a really nice knife. As far as the grip, I can get a full 4-finger grip with a little bit to spare on the end there. It does have a bit of a sort of sections for your finger, but my index finger fits perfectly in that section, and the rest of my fingers, you know, fold right in on those in the section behind that, which gives a really nice grip if you hold it like this, like kind of in that hammer grip. Has some nice jimping up here as well, just at the on the spine of the blade. So nice traction for your thumb. Let's see here on the liner lock, it's got some dripping there as well. It is black, so it might be a bit hard to see, but you have pretty good access to the liner lock there, so no problem with that. For the flipper tab, has some nice jimping all the way around as well. Yeah, not a super sharp flipper tab, which is perfectly fine with me. I don't want them too sharp, but still have quite enough there to get a good grip to flip that open. Really nice knife from Civivi, the Civivi Brazen. Whoops. So there we go. Again, the Civivi Baby Banter. I'm just going to kind of rotate it around to give you a good look at everything. Again, there's the opposite side with the pocket clip there. And again, for the Brazen, just sort of trying to give a 360 so you can see everything that's included here in the knife. Again, the lanyard hole there with included in the back spacer. And closing them up, no problem with super good action on both of these. So there we go. Only 2 knives in this part of my series, going over my folding knife collection. So only 2 from Civivi, but 2 really great knives. Some of my favorite in my collection in its entirety, and they're just the quality and the fit and finish and the action is just is pretty phenomenal for even though it is a bit expensive, you know, for about $100, $80 to $100. It's pretty great. You know, I don't have really any issues with these knives. They have a nice sharpening choil there as well. Obviously, this one has a finger choil, which can be used as sharpening choil too. The blades are super sharp, super just good quality all around. So really phenomenal knives from Civivi. I don't know what else I can say. But yeah, that's it for today's video, checking out these 2 knives in part 3 of my folding knife collection. I hope you enjoyed. If you did like the video, hit the like button. I'd really appreciate it. And if you like the other videos that I'm making, hit the subscribe button as well. I'm trying to post more videos throughout the week, so stay tuned for those. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about these knives. Do you have either one of these? And if you do, I'd love to hear your thoughts on them. I'd also love to hear what your favorite Civivi knife is that you have in your collection, or even if there's one that you're have your eye on that you're looking to pick up. I'd love to hear what that one is as well. I'm hoping to expand my Civivi knives as I go, but for now these are the 2 that I have in my collection and I really enjoy them. Thank you for watching today's video. Stay tuned for more in the coming days and weeks. And that's everything for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and rest of the week. Take care.